So the only requirement to this game is to be really, really broke, and they'll call you. Still not broke enough. What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad of Granddad Woolly, and you are here again for another edition of Woolly Reviews. Film data. We got our first movie review of the show. It's an indie pick, Netflix pick. We're going to talk about the movie 13 Sins. Now, this movie came out earlier this year around the springtime. It premiered at the South by Southwest Film Festival, and then shortly after that, it went on to video on demand and DVD, Blu-ray, etc., yada, yada, yada. So I just recently found out about this movie. It looked interesting. Figured I should check it out. It stars Mark Webber, who really doesn't have a lot of big name movies under his belt, but the last one I could probably think of was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and he also was in the throwback Snow Day, Nickelodeon movie. He was also in that too. And then it also has Ron Perlman, who, if you know who Ron Perlman is, he's the main character for the Hellboy. He plays Hellboy pretty much in the Hellboy franchises, and he's also been in a lot of other big movies too, but most people would know him as Hellboy. So now let's talk a little bit about the movie. It stars Mark Webber as the main character, Elliot Brindle. Now, this guy's a little down on his luck. And by little, I mean a lot. Like, he's in debt. He's got a kid on the way. He's about to get married. He's got a disabled brother he's got to take care of. And in between all that, he loses his job. And he's completely broke. He drives a bucket of a car. I mean, dude, it's not looking good for Elliot. And he has to end up bringing in his dad, whose home is about to get evicted because he couldn't help keep up with the payments. And his dad's kind of an asshole and a little bit of a racist, which isn't cool because his fiance's black. It's all this crazy stuff going on. And it's just not looking good for Elliot at all. And you kind of feel bad for him in the middle, in the beginning of the movie. You really do. Actually, throughout the whole movie, you feel bad for him, but really in the beginning. So it turns out, as he's on his way driving home from dropping his brother off, he gets a phone call from some random guy telling him he's been selected to play this game. Now, at first he just blows off like, it's just some weird dude, you know, on the phone, but the game is legit. Basically, the way the game works is you have to do 13 different tasks, and every task that you complete, you get money. And the more tasks you do, the more money you make, and it goes up. So it starts off from something as small as swatting a fly to going to something as big as possibly having to commit a serious felony, and all things in between. And now the problem with this that Elliot faces in this movie is that he has to battle between, is it worth the money to do these things? Really, is it worth risking his freedom, his relationship, you know, his family? All these things come into play when he's doing all these tasks. Throughout the movie, he constantly battles with himself, wondering if it's right or wrong, if it's something that he should do or if he shouldn't do. Basically, this game is turning him into some sort of monster that he never thought he could be. Now, at times, he feels real strong about himself. He stands up for himself. He gets sort of redemption in certain parts of the movie due to this game and this challenge. And then there are other parts where he's sickened with the game. He just doesn't want to do it anymore, but he's trapped. And the money he's making is crazy. It's getting up to the hundreds of thousands, to the millions. And, you know, he just doesn't know what to choose and do. Now, I'm not going to give away what the challenges are. I'm not going to be that guy who gives the spoilers away. But basically, from challenge 1 up to challenge 13, it gets crazy. Now, for the most part, the movie throughout the whole entire thing is entertaining. It kind of keeps your attention, and, you know, you kind of just are anticipating what the next challenges and everything is going to be. But there's a problem I have with the movie. As it goes along, the challenges tend to start getting a little ridiculous. It tends to start losing some of its effect. And it's just, you're like, okay, you know, let's move it along. And you kind of see where it's going to end up going or what the final challenge is going to end up being. Now, I will give you this. At the end of the movie, there is a very good twist that I did appreciate and that I did not see coming, which is really good writing and really good storytelling based on based on the movie and how it was transpiring before. I didn't see a lot of things coming that happened all at the end of the movie, which I did appreciate. But it's a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's not an amazing movie. It's a very good movie, though. It was shot well. It was filmed well. The acting was decent. You know, it was believable. The only thing that just wasn't believable was some of the challenges and how things transpired. It kind of puts me off a little bit for it. But it's an indie movie. For an indie movie, not a big budget, it was done very well. And I was actually very impressed. And I'm surprised that this movie didn't get any more attention than it should have, because it seems like it should have with the type of cast that it had and the way that it was acted. But maybe, you know, it's an indie movie. you know, but for what it is, I think it's pretty good. But not a perfect movie. It does need something. It just felt like it was missing something, but I can't say anything else really too bad about it. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that this movie was okay. I'm just saying, it was a good watch, but I wouldn't go see it again. Not Granddad approved. Granddad recommended. Check it out. It's a good one watcher. It is entertaining. It will give you a little hour and a half of enjoyment, but other than that, it's not a great movie, but it's not terrible. I put it in the middle somewhere. I give it a good, you know, middle of the road. You know, you did a good job, but you could have did better, but it wasn't bad. A decent showing. All right? So, hey, go to Netflix. If you got Netflix, check out 13 Sins, or, you know, you can find it on DVD probably if they have it at a Redbox. I don't know if they do. But, you know, check it out if you got time to kill. You want to check out a nice, good psychological sort of horror. It's not really a horror film, more of like a thriller with blood and gore, you know. But hey, good indie movie, definitely worth to check it out. Not great, but good. Granddad recommended. Flip it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. If you've seen 13 Sins, tell me what you think. If you haven't seen it, go check it out and come back to this video and tell me what you think. Love the feedback. Also, a previous video was on the side as well as a music video. Make sure you show those some love and check it out. And also, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram. All those links are in the description below. Make sure you follow those. Keep up to date with me and what I got going on next. And as always, subscribe to the channel. Granddad RDLR. Hit the subscribe button. It's like one on the screen here. It's one below. So just click it real quick. Click it. And that way you'll be able to check out all my Woolly Reviews videos. I'm dropping them every Tuesday and every Friday. And as well as other content that's going to be on this channel. You know, music videos. You never know what I might just throw on here. But subscribe so you'll be there. All right? And until next time I take my leave, Granddad, 13 Sins, Netflix pick. I'm out of here.